So it ain't about your it's beyond your fashion choice. It's the fact that it's not moving us forward. Everything we do, we got to be forward moving. And if it doesn't move us forward, we got to talk about it. And we have to fix it. But too many of us are turning a blind eye and letting stuff go. And then when it escalates to an extreme situation, then that's when we want to all come together with our fists raised in the air, and we protesting and we marching. I'm all for that. It's a time and a place for everything. But I want to be forward moving before I have to march. And so we got to do the job every day. Not some of the days, every day. With who? With everyone. Why? Because we all will benefit in the end. Who's in your neighborhood? We all in your neighborhood. Where's your community? We all a part of your community. Who's your people? We're all your people.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. So, Dr. Marty, where can our listeners find you on social media? How do they become more involved with the work that you are doing?
I first would love for everyone to go to the Facebook event page called Black Sunday. And it's SONDAY. Black Sunday is an event that we're going to be hosting virtually, yet globally, on August the 9th in commemoration of Michael Brown's death here in Ferguson. The theme is From Ferguson to the World. I believe that when that tragic event happened in Ferguson, we woke the world up. But we quickly went back to sleep. At least we took a nap. We shut our eyes for a minute. And that's why we started to see the actions repeat itself. Y'all, we have to stay up and stay woke. We can't even afford to blink right now, let alone take a nap or go back to sleep. We're way past that. So I'm asking everyone to join me virtually on Black Sunday, and it's going to be some amazing things happen as I roll out the method and the initiative of UnGUN Institute HEAL to the whole world. See, I realize that I can't continue to get help on the inside of the house when if the inside of the house is what's opposing a threat. Sometimes you got to run outside and holler for help. So I'm no longer looking for help in St. Louis. I'm no longer looking for help in the United States. Unfortunately, we have some overseers sitting in some positions that they already got the game stacked against us. We're already set to lose. So I had to run outside of the house. I ran to global leaders. I'm connected with over 100 global networks that are going to come together to support us on Black Sunday. So much so that this will be declared an international holiday every second Sunday of August moving forward. So Black Sunday will be a day that we collectively come together around the world to recognize justice, healing, and legacy are the three most important things we have to always have out in front of us. It's a roadmap for us to get better, be better, and do better because we deserve better.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm connecting
Absolutely.
with world leaders. I'm not talking about, if you can imagine President Barack Obama, 100 of him, that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to world leaders. that have woke up because they're like, what's going on in America? What's going on in America is that we need your help. I'm running outside the house hollering for help for my people, and they showing up on August 9th. So the first thing I need you to do is get the word out to everybody and tell everybody in the world. This Zoom room that we're doing, not going to be a whole lot of seats in there for everybody to grab. We hoping we can at least have 1,000 people to join us in the room. But we're going to be live from many different networks. This is going to be really huge. The press release, the international press release goes out tonight from Australia. We're talking about people from China and Japan and Israel and Australia and Africa. They're joining us from all over. So I just
marvelous. That's beautiful.
At least appreciate the fact that I've been able to run outside and get the help. All I'm asking you to do is just come and receive it.
Yes, it's remarkable. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, guys, you're listening to Kingya Speaks Network, and on the line with us is Dr. Marty K. Casey. She's phenomenal. I told you all that she was coming, and she has carried the torch. The torch has been lit. She has been carrying that torch to the nations, speaking to world leaders about the plight of our people and asking and demanding their help. So I'm excited, and you should be equally as excited as well. So, Dr. Marty, you have my support, as you always have had. I will be there. I will join. Be sure to send me the information, and let's continue to converse about Black Sunday. That's SONDAY for those that are listening to our show. Hashtag Black Sunday. That's SONDAY. And that date, again, is August 9th of this year, August 9th, 2020. Be there. You don't want to miss it.
No, you don't want to
closing, miss it. No, not at all. In closing, I know you have a prior obligation. So in closing, do you have any final words for our listeners, for our sons, for our daughters?
Absolutely. They can also go to UnGUNInstitute.com. Go to UnGUNInstitute.com, and we also have UnGUN Institute Facebook page. I want you to connect in all three of those areas. The Black Sunday event page, go and let us know you're coming. Then go to UnGUN Institute Facebook page, stay connected with us, and go to UnGUNInstitute.com. I also have a nonprofit, Show Me Arts Academy. People may be familiar with me with that as well. And on August 9th, on the very day that her precious son, 18-year-old Michael Brown, was murdered, his mother, Leslie McSpadden, will be in that room with me, and she will be talking to the people from the world stage. I highly recommend that you all come and hear her speak 6 years later. Because when we talk about healing, we have to start with her. We have to start with the mother who lost her son when the whole world watched her son lie in the street for over 6 hours. I can't think of a mother who needs more healing. And any mother who has lost their child, I can't think of a mother who needs more healing. We have to start with the mothers. And the reason that we call this Black Sunday, because we have to start with the sons, because that's where they started killing. They started killing our black men. They started taking our sons. So are we talking about all crime? We're talking about all crime. I don't want to hear about anybody dying. I don't care if it's by the hand of a police officer or by the hand of your cousin. I don't care who it is. Everybody deserves to live. So we have to bring a stop to this. I want to say one more quick thing. I just heard about what happened at the Galleria shopping mall
Yes.
in our city. And
yes. Tragic.
very. But I'm going to tell you what was the glimpse of hope that I saw is when I read that the father saw the picture of his son, who allegedly was the gunman, and he turned his own son in. That's the glimpse of hope that I saw out of this tragic situation. Because now this father did the hardest thing that there is to do, and that is stand by your children, even when they're wrong. But that father understood the best way I can stand by you, son, being wrong is by turning you in, so you can now turn your life around and try to do what's right. And I hope that other parents and other family members are listening, and that we are not protecting our loved ones when we hold them and we protect them by hiding them. And we're not speaking up on the nonsense we know they're doing. You know if your son is selling drugs and out here a shooter. You know if your daughter is out here tricking and out here setting up young men or what have you. You know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, then you need to know. Go flip their room. Get real nosy. Listen to those phone calls. Jump on social media. Look at their friends. See what kind of cars their friends are driving. See who coming into your home, who's sitting out on your porch. Watch their every move. The only way we can save our babies is when we save our babies.
Yes.
They're not.
Yes.
Nobody else is responsible for saving our babies. We have to save them. And you don't save them by upholding them in their wrong. And if you happen to be listening and you offended by what I just said, you the main one need to meet me in that Zoom room on August 9th because you need healing first.
Say that. Say that. Say that.
So I think
it's a tragic. Yes.
Kingya, to allow me to come on
Yes.
here today. And I look forward to seeing you on August 9th. Meanwhile, in between time, I'm going to send you the press release. Get that floating around. Tell everybody to be there, because I ran outside and I called for help and they answered. All I'm asking is
Absolutely.
to show up and receive. Okay? Thank you so much. It's been
Beautiful.
an honor and a pleasure.
Likewise. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon. Peace and love.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So you have heard it from Dr. Marty K. Casey. You can follow her on her social media platforms. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Kingya Speaks. That's Kingya Speaks. Kingya Speaks. I am so glad that we had the doctor on the line to talk about the issues that are going on within our own communities. We have to speak up, speak out, and sometimes we got to shout if we have to. And that was coined by a friend of mine, Brother Vernell Parker Sr. Speak up, speak out, shout if you have to. Because it's going to take that, and that's what Dr. Marty has done. She has spoken up, she has shouted, and she has got the attention of world leaders, national world leaders. And that's what we need to be doing, guys. That's what we need to be doing, people. Reaching out to these world leaders in these different countries, letting them know what's going on here. We have to be part of the solution and not the problem. We have to be part of the solution and not the problem. As we talk about the injustices, as we talk about the countless murders, as we talk about inter-racism in our communities, as we deal with police brutality, the murdering of our unarmed black men and women, our sons and daughters. We have to be mindful that we have an obligation to protect our families. We have an obligation to protect and patrol our communities. We have an obligation to police the police, right? We have an obligation to